Okay, sales class. Just want to talk briefly about prospecting. If you want to get sales and appointments, you have to make a lot of calls. I think there's some disconnect on how many calls it really does take to get an appointment, either on the phone or walk-ins. For me, walk-ins are easier because you get to see the person, they get to see you, you get a business card that has the email. It's harder for people to be mean to salespeople who walk in. You get to develop a relationship quicker, the warm-up I call it. So it's a lot easier to walk in, but you still have to make a lot of calls. Now, back when I was in telecom sales, which was 95% door-to-door physically, we did a thing called 40 doors a day. Now, I could do 50, 60, or 70 if I really moved in between my calls. If I parked my car on the street and knocked on this door and walked in this door and walked in this door, real close together, you can make a lot of walk-ins. And so it's not just walking in 5 or 6 doors and then going back to the office and wondering why you didn't make a sale. It takes a lot of calls. And so back in the late 90s when I was doing door knocks in telecom, for every 6 doors you walked in, you should have gotten an appointment. And for every appointment, it took about 5 appointments to get a sale. So if you do the math, you got to make 30, 40, 50 calls a day to get those 4 to 6, 7 appointments to close 1 or 2 a day. And if you're doing that, you're making good money depending on your commission plan. So you don't have to sell everybody. You have to sell a certain amount, but you have to really fill the funnel. So walk-ins minimally 35 to 55 a day is really what I suggest. Now, making phone calls, you're saving gas, you're saving walk time, you ain't getting exercise because you're sitting at your desk, but you can really pound the phone and make a lot of appointments if you dial for dollars. And so if you watch the movie with Will Smith, Dean Witter rep, I forget, Pursuit of Happiness, you need to watch that. He doesn't hang up the phone. He holds the receiver and keeps dialing until he gets an appointment. So telemarketers can make hundreds of calls a day to get a couple of appointments. It's harder, but it's easier in a way because you're saving time. But it's a lot harder because people are only listening to your voice and you can't read body language, and it's hard to make a relation over a voice call. So the bottom line of this thing is you need to make a lot of calls. Don't go into sales thinking that you can prospect by making 20 calls a day on the phone and 5 or 10 walk-ins. To fill the funnel, you need to be walking in or cold calling on the phone all day to get a certain number of appointments, and out of those appointments, you'll close a percentage of them. So I hope that helps to kind of clear up in terms of the number of calls it takes to be successful. It's a lot of cold calling, and it works if you do it.